Some cars are easily forgotten before they even go out of production. There are millions of Auruses, Octavias and Puntos out there, and we learn not to notice them. But some cars we don't forget, or at least marketing specialists see their sales potential. This is the case with the Mini, Fiat 500 or the Volkswagen Beetle. It's amazing how these horrible and cheap cars are given a legend, and then this legend is sold with a hefty price tag to people who may have seen the original once or twice somewhere in the street. Volkswagen started this retro fad back in 1997. In my opinion, to this day, Minis got the upper hand here, but anyway, after a 12-year experiment with the new Beetle, the Germans decided to release the new Beetle, which is simply called the Beetle. The Beetle looks, well, see for yourselves. Yes, there are traces of the old car outside and inside. Former owners of the original bugs get all misty-eyed over the glove box, even if you still can't fit anything inside. But the Beetle can carry 4 adults in relative comfort, and it's got a decent-sized boot. Mini hatch or Fiat 500 are no match here. Unlike the originals, which offered affordable motoring to entire generations, the new interpretations of so-called cult cars are not for your common folk. Prices of the Beetle start at around 17,000 euros, slightly more than the new Golf. And like the Mini, with a couple of extras, this car will become rather expensive. For example, this test model with a 105 horsepower 1.2 TSI motor with stripes on the hood, dual-zone climate control, cruise control, but without Bluetooth or sat-nav, costs around 21 grand. I asked Volkswagen for this particular example with a 1.2 TSI engine that's 105 brake horsepower to see whether it's better to go easy on the horses under the bonnet and choose some additional equipment instead. And as far as I can tell, it's well worth it. The next in line is a 160 brake horsepower 1.4 TSI engine, but that will set you back additional 3,000 euros. For 3,000 euros, you can get, optional on this car, 18-inch rims, a better stereo and xenon headlamps. The other day I drove this car with 3 of my mates, so this was all that can fit in this car, and the 105 brake horsepower engine was doing fine in the city. Probably I wouldn't be doing too much overtaking on 2-lane roads like this one here, but then how often do you travel 4 people in a car like this? Okay, so let's say that somebody really wants a bigger, more powerful engine. Well, it's not worth it. I drove the 200 horsepower Beetle, and okay, it might be somewhat fast in the straight line, but as far as going through corners are concerned, not very good at all. The car rolls heavily, the ESP comes on, and you start praying for your life. Like, no! And it's not very pleasant at all. The Beetle is a good compromise for people looking for a retro style car, but with not so retro practicality. The Beetle offers practicality of a Mini Clubman for the price of Mini Hatch, but it's not a driver's car.